Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. For those of you who don't know, my name is Niles, and today we'll be working on a 92 Jeep Cherokee XJ. We're going to be doing some experimenting with some rattle can spray paint, see if we can do a custom paint job, so to speak. No, it's not the traditional way, but we're going to have fun with it. Stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this one. Now this Cherokee, there's nothing special to it, guys. It's just a normal 92 Jeep Cherokee Laredo. It does have a mild lift to it, not a whole lot of mods. It has 31s. But when I'm done with it, it's gonna be anything but just the common XJ that's going down the road. Now, this Jeep was free, essentially. The only money I have into this thing is the motor and transmission, which I had purchased through other deals. And so I'm really not out a whole lot of money. But I couldn't see it just going to the scrapyard or getting parted out for parts. But this custom paint job that I'm going to do is going to be a simple paint job. I'm going to start by wiping it all down with some mineral spirits and taking some steel wool, kind of cleaning it up and scratching the surface, making sure that everything's clean. Most people use these things just to go off-roading and beat them up. So I figured, well, I'll just play with this one. Experiment, so to speak. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do some experiments. So here we go. Probably wondering why in the heck does this guy have 5 gallons of mineral spirits sitting around? Well, to be honest with you, I was actually on a job site for my actual job, and they were going out of business, and they had this lying around and they were going to throw it away. So they told me that I could have it, so I took it. That's why I have 5 gallons of mineral spirits. There was actually 10 gallons. I gave a 5-gallon bucket of it to my dad, so he can use it in his shop. Alright, so I got the hood and stuff wiped off of that mineral spirits and scratched. I just want to see. The thing about the paint job that I'm going to do, it's just a simple paint job, and if I don't like it, I can just redo it. So I'm not really worried about getting it really clean, the rest of the vehicle really clean or anything. I just want to see how it's going to look right here, and if I don't like it, then I can just go a different route. But I just want to experiment on the hood a little bit, and then if I do like it, I can clean the rest of it off, mask everything off that needs to be masked off, and then I can go from there and just do the whole thing in the same pattern. But right now I just want to see what it's going to look like. What I have here is just your 2X Rust Oleum paint. I like to do this. I've done it on my other Jeep and it looks really good. I didn't use these colors, obviously I used different colors, but this is like a semi-gloss or satin. Because that's all they had in these colors. I like to do it just in like a flat. I've never done it with this satin. So we're gonna try it though. Got a few colors here, so we'll just start off probably with the black. Kind of see what that does. I'm just gonna lay these on here and just kind of mist over the top of it. Just in different ways, different patterns. Yes, it's a mess. If you're gonna do this, I would probably get some gloves on. I ain't got time for that. I want to see what this does. So that was the black. Now I think probably go with the turquoise. Now I do have some white too. I know the base color right now is white, but we're gonna have to add some white and stuff in there as we go along. But we'll bring in some of this turquoise. Just kind of hit and miss some of these spots there. Guys, this is, like I said, I just come back if I don't like it. Now I have some white, come back in with some white. Now you'll get runs and drips, but I mean, we can sand all that stuff off after it dries and get it all smooth and kind of blend everything. So I'm not too worried about that. I might need a couple different pieces off my tree. This is kind of get saturated a little bit, but we're gonna run with it for now. Now I'm gonna add some white over the top of it, kind of lighten it up. If you mess up, it doesn't matter. That's the best thing about this. Doing it this way. A little bit of white, kind of put this white back in. Like that. Yeah, I definitely wear some gloves when you're doing this. Unless you like your fingernails painted different colors. So I'll bring you in here. And let you look. So there was some spots and stuff on here that kind of puddled up, kind of like this here. All I did was just take a rag and dab it and let it dry, and then smoothed it out, and then just kept adding to it. You see, you kind of got the leaf right here, and then you've got some brush right here. I just kind of mixed it all together, layer on top of layer on top of layer. Now, you can do this to whatever you think looks good, and it's all with rattle cans. So when it's all done, you can lightly sand it down, wet sand it, whatever, get some of the overspray off, and you can clear coat it. But I'm gonna mask some things off. This here, so the fenders, obviously they're gonna stay black. I'm not gonna paint into those. I'm gonna repaint those black, and then that black line down there, it's gonna stay black. Obviously I've got to do some prep work and stuff on it, some light sanding and stuff, get some of that stuff off. That's where we're at. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so it is the next day. I just had a couple hours yesterday to work on this. And really, it wasn't even a couple hours. It's probably, I don't know, probably an hour and a half or so. But it's now dry. So I want to bring you guys back in, give you guys an idea. Like there's some where those rock chips are at. Obviously I didn't sand it down smooth or anything. You could sand it down smooth and prep all your metal and everything else and get it to really look really good, but I don't think it looks that bad right now. I think it looks really good, and it looks like somebody put a ton of hours into this paint. And in reality, it was, I mean, actually painting it probably took me, I don't know, less than an hour. I had to prep and everything else, obviously, which I still have to do. I still have to prep the rest of it, wipe it all down, and honestly, I don't need to mask off like the windows or nothing, because if I get paint on the windows, I just clean it off with a razor blade. But all your rubber and stuff, like I'm gonna tape off all this rubber just because I don't want to come in here. I could wipe it off with a rag and some mineral spirits if I get paint on it, but I'm just gonna come in and probably tape everything off after I wash it. There's a lot of dirt and stuff up here. It's been sitting in here for a little while. Obviously the tires are flat, so I need to pull the tires off and get those figured out. This one's going low. This is about 2 months of sitting, so I don't think that one might just be a bead or maybe a valve stem leaking, but this one here takes 2 or 3 days and it's flat. So I'm gonna have to pull that one off and actually see if there's a hole in it somewhere or something. But I'm gonna take the windshield wipers off because they're just gonna get in my way. So I'm gonna pop those off. I'm gonna tape off a couple things. I'm gonna wipe it down, get all the dirt and dust off of it. I'm not gonna do very much prep work, so to speak. Like if I was to do a paint job, there's a lot involved into prep work and getting it down to a smooth surface. I'm not gonna do that, guys. This is it's just a Jeep. It's not a bad looking Jeep. That's why I didn't want to part it out. That's where we're at. I'm going to start prepping this, start wiping it down, getting all the dust off as much as possible. I'll tape off a couple things here and there. Well, she didn't want to come off yet. All right. 240 sandpaper and just kind of scuffed up this over here. Kind of went over some of these rock chips and stuff. Kind of smoothed them out really quick. Just a light sanding, nothing major. See, it brings out those colors. Now, obviously, like I was saying, we're going to do multiple layers, so. But you can see the transformation. All right, guys, so I got the paint job all finished up. Unfortunately, that's all the time I'm going to have for this video. But stay tuned, because on the next video, we're going to be addressing the rocker panels right here. And then the fender flares. Also, I will be putting a DIY bumper on this thing, front and back. And then we might be doing a clear coat. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for following. See you on the next one.